Once again, I'm back with another video. Appreciate you for tapping in. This is Life Chronicles, and I'm Droop the Loop. Always in the loop, never out of it. Now, what I want to talk about today is comfort zones. The mother effing comfort zone. You know, comfort, it feels so nice, so peaceful, so serene. But it's a funny thing because it's not peace. It's a leash. How far you think you can go when you on a leash? Like a wild dog, you can't let it just bark all over the place. No, you gotta put it on the leash. You might have to muzzle it. But you're definitely gonna stop it and limit it from being all over the place and real sporadic, right? And that's what your comfort zone is doing to you. And the crazy part about it is you may not even be aware of it. And I'm here to tell you, it's time to cut the leash off your hand, right? You gotta let it go because comfort zones are quiet killers. Very quiet. It won't yell at you, it won't scream, it won't fight you. It'll just let you be. The problem with it is that it feels good. But everything that feels good is not good for you. See, when I think of comfort zones, I think of people, right, that make me feel comfortable, right? Love to be around them. They're not negative. And that's what makes it comfortable too, because you're expecting, if they're negative, I can easily distance myself from that. But if they yes men, yes women, people pleasers, they're not going to say anything to ruffle your feathers and make you think any other way. And that alone can box you in. And when I say box you in, I mean some people are prisoners of their own lifestyle, in their own apartment, in their own job. Yeah, it's a stable job. And I don't have nothing against the 9-to-5ers, the people that's loving their careers. More power to you, bro. I feel you, sis. I'm with you, family. But that does not mean that it's not keeping you trapped. When you got goals, you got dreams, aspirations, things you aspire to be should be a part of your reality. But see, what ends up happening is you get lost in thinking that your boss and the company goals is your goals, when those may not align with your true essence and your purpose. Because purpose supersedes anything outside of you. But the problem is people don't do the work on the inside, so they let everything change them from the outside. And what better way to keep you stuck than a good old-fashioned comfort zone? No, stay here. People be on the same block, same neighborhood, same job, same friends, same habits. I mean, the list can go on and on. There's an infinite possibilities. However, when do you embrace something new? When do you go for that promotion? Let's say you don't leave the company, but that manager, that supervisor, that director position been open for the last 30 days. Why you didn't go for that? What's stopping you? You stopping you from being the best version of you. This is a you thing. That's why universe start with you. Because it starts with you. I hope that plane didn't fly over the atmosphere too far. It starts with you. You gotta hold yourself accountable. Because accountability is a funny thing. It's not gonna say, hey, I'm accountable. No, it's gonna be there. And until you address the elephant in the room, no one else is gonna say anything. Because why? They also in their comfort zone. And sometimes being confrontational or opinionated means you gotta come out of your bubble and pop someone else's bubble. And people are not in the business of making people think. You think your boss wants you to think about a promotion or possibly leaving the company and going somewhere else? You think your friends want you to get new friends? You think your habits want you to stop them cold turkey? Think again. Of course not. That's why you gotta strive to get out of your comfort zone so it stop killing you. Because the worst thing you can do is stay where you at and think it's all good. Nothing has to change. Nothing about you can improve. So you telling me you can't be more healthy. You telling me you can't be more boisterous and express yourself fully. You telling me that you always have to play small? I think you're full of it. Why do you gotta play small when everybody else got these big dreams, big aspirations? When the boss come through, the boss is bossing. Feeling good, energy spreading across the world. They bossing, they in boss mode, CEOs. You could level up. And you can always be more than what you are right now. I don't gotta know you personally to tell you that. But you gotta get out that comfort zone. You can't stay within those walls of comfort. Say, nah, I'm gonna play it safe. I don't wanna make no one upset. I don't wanna disappoint my family. Come on, fam. Family? You don't wanna disappoint your mom, your dad? Come on now. They've disappointed you. But I don't think they'd be disappointed if you went for your goals. See, everybody asks you, when you're a little boy, little girl, a child, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? That don't mean they really want to know, but they want to see where your mind is at. Because remember, this is a mental game. This is a thinking game. Right? Chess, not checkers. You gotta elevate, but that comfort zone, it'll keep you stuck. It's time to get unstuck and go for yours. Stop letting people tell you what you can't be and letting them project onto you they shortcomings, they failures, the things that they gave up on. Because I'll be the first to say, have I reached all my goals? Of course not. I'm human. However, I refuse to quit. I refuse to be someone who just go and pick up a regular job and do regular things and think like a regular person. There's nothing regular about me. Anyone who knows me, if you spend time with me, my energy is immaculate. I'm very positive, but that don't mean I'm not going to tell you the truth about yourself. And I don't want no one around me that's going to be sugarcoating how they feel about me. Or if I respect your opinion, give it to me. Give me your raw opinion. Maybe it's something that I can take, ponder on, and then elevate my game. But if you sit around and you don't tell me the truth, in the back of my mind, you withholding information. You see the greatness in me, but you ain't gonna share it with me. You just gonna let me sit here and be mediocre? Name one person who likes mediocre. Average. My name not Joe. And if you are Joe, maybe it's time to be Joseph. Maybe it's time to be Joey. Maybe it's time to be Josephine. But we don't gotta abbreviate our greatness. I want it all. I don't want no shortcomings of just a little bit and then I'm satisfied with that. No, I want it all. That big house, I want that mansion. I want that Cullinan. Shit, it could be a Jaguar, all white with red seats for all I care. But go after what you want and then be specific about it. Write a list, make a dream board. But we not gonna sit here and be mediocre and stuck in this comfort zone. What's comfortable about not being you? You gotta watch your words. Watch your words. Be your authentic self. Stop letting people dumb you down to the point where you feel stupid because you let them get over on you. When they gotta say what's on their mind, they say it willy-nilly. They don't even hold back. They just go all the way in and they say, yo, this is how I feel. And you sitting there and you soaking it all up. But when it comes to you, now you biting your tongue. You don't have to bite your tongue. You don't have to be a people pleaser. And if it means leaving your hometown, book that flight. Jump on that Greyhound, Peter Pan, your car, a rental. Get out of town for the weekend. Do something that's going to make your stomach turn. Something that's going to make you uncomfortable. Because once you're comfortable with being uncomfortable, that's when you start growing. That's when the growth happens. And it's not overnight. See, that's what faith is, right? They always say, yo, you can't plant a seed and then dig it up the next day and see if it sprouted. Are you kidding me? No, you got to believe in things that you can't see, that your reality does not reflect. It's not going to be overnight. So it may not look like what you want it to look like right now. But you telling me if you worked out 4 days a week for the next 52 weeks, which is a year, you wouldn't be in a better position health-wise? Your body wouldn't look better? You wouldn't have more energy? You telling me if you dieted for the next year, you wouldn't lose weight? Impossible, because change is slow, but it's steady. But are you ready? You got to be ready for the steadiness, because everybody want to be sturdy. No, I don't want to be sturdy. I want to be steady, because I know I'm moving at a gradual pace. It may not be at your pace, and you can't go on social media and compare yourself to Tom, Dick, and Harry. Keeping up with the Kardashians. You can't do that. Everyone's lifestyle is different, but yours can elevate. But you got to elevate your mind. And it might be as simple as just being positive with yourself, because negative self-talk can break a person down. I've been there. Stop talking bad to yourself. If you fail, you don't got to look at it as a failure. Use it as a stepping stone. They don't just say stepping stone for no reason. Stone is hard. It ain't a stepping marshmallow. It's a stepping stone. It's going to be hard to take those steps. But you can step. Because after a while, that step, now you marching. You marching to greatness. Before you know it, next March, you could be something else. You could be the best version of yourself. And what's wrong with that? Because if you feel right, what's wrong with that? You know what this channel is about. It's about the wins, the losses, but most importantly, it's about the lessons, y'all. Because after the lessons comes the blessings. And we too blessed to be stressed. Stop worrying about what you can't control. You can control how you feel. You can control your actionable steps and take them every day. That should be your main focus. What's wrong with that? Do what you got to do for you. Yeah, you got to be a little bit selfish, but that don't mean you got to be reckless. That don't mean you can't care for others. It just means you got to prioritize your action, your energy, right? Because everyone don't deserve access to your energy. When you're in your comfort zone, everyone has access to you. When you step out of it, now you're only dealing with people who understand what your goals are. If you say this is your goal, look, I'm learning how to drive. Why are you talking to people who never driven before? Why are you listening to someone who never even took the written test for the permit? You said you want to be a driver. You said you want to be a teacher. Why are you listening to people who've never talked to an audience or a group before? Why are you listening to people who doesn't understand what teaching is and the value? If they were after money, teachers don't get paid their worth. You want to be a social worker, you might not get paid your worth. Because your job is based on impact, not salary. Now, granted, you can have some schools, a private school may pay a little bit more, right? And that's all right. But don't sell yourself short. Nah, don't be a small fry, be a potato wedge. Be the whole potato. You could be mashed, you could be fried, you could be baked. But be different. You don't have to be a French fry and play it small. I do these videos so people can understand you could be more like Baltimore. For sure, be more. Be more than you are right now. I don't have time for my comfort zone. When I was comfortable, I was broke, depressed, with nothing. And I had all the friends, all the support. Now, my phone don't ring like that. Not from the same group of people. I got some new people calling my line. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, how you doing? Yo, yeah, oh no, I'll be there. Book and confirm me for that event. Oh, what's this? The U.S. Open? Oh yeah, I'll be there. This the anime coming up? Oh yeah, I'll be there. Oh, you need me to do some sampling? Oh, I'll be there. We get paid to exist, but you gotta start living. Because if you're gonna let them box you in, it's time to let them go. Those friends, they gotta go. You gotta go, buddy. I'm sorry, sis, I gotta let you go. And letting people go don't mean you gotta send out a memo. You gotta start moving different. No, you just stop dealing with the things that you used to deal with. You gotta know your triggers. Triggers could be people, places, or things. So if you know a certain people who get a certain reaction out of you, and they know which buttons to press, I promise you they know which buttons to press. They'll press every button until they hit the penthouse. And it goes to the top of here. And then your brain pop out. And then you lose control. See, people want to see you lose control. I've lost control plenty of times. I'm a wonderful man when I'm in peace with myself. But if I lose control, I'm no good. I'm no good because now I'm letting other people control how I feel about myself. And I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for you. The best control is self-control. And the hardest thing to control is our mind. If you can control your mind, you far more advanced than you even know and realize. Because I always say, you either using your mind, right? Or you losing your mind. Because emotional intelligence wasn't really taught. We learning all of this on the fly. But the good news is, you can research it. All these AI tools out here, you might as well get with the program. See how I said program? Because you can program your mind for greatness. You've been programmed for poverty. You've been programmed for comfort. It's time to unlearn a lot of things that you learned. That's why I do these videos. You gotta know the places too. Your hood may not be no good, bro. I'm telling you, sis, your hood may not be no good. And a hood could just be a community within. It could be that job. It could be a toxic work environment. Right? It could be somewhere where your ex is at. You don't want to deal with that person no more. Right? You had the worst times when you was with that person. Maybe time to let them go. Maybe time to look over there and keep your options open. I'm just being real. Because too much of anything isn't good. And when it comes to places, that's somewhere you put yourself. But when are you going to put yourself first? Because if you put yourself first, now you cracking open a door for opportunity. Because honestly, there's infinite possibilities. That's why we have the desires we have. Because these are things that can happen, would happen, should happen. But we got to change up here. It's all mental. And the easiest way to improve yourself is changing your mind. You have the right to change your mind. You don't have to agree with it. Even if you said yes, you could turn around and say no. You could turn around and say, I'm going to think about it. That's not illegal. Abundance is your birthright. What's stopping you? If you want to be rich, you can be rich. Financial freedom, you can be free. Emotional intelligence, that can be you. But getting out that comfort zone, no, we can't stay there. We can't stay stagnant. It's like the internet. That Wi-Fi start lagging, I'm not messing with that. Yo, this shit trash. Straight up, it's trash. I don't want nothing to do with it. I need something that's moving at the speed of light. Moving the way I think. Keeping my energy high. No low vibrations, no low frequencies. We staying high, on a high note. We thriving, not surviving. Survival mode is necessary sometimes, but at some point, you have to elevate yourself. Things, you know the things that you need to let go. It could be that bottle, it could be that blunt, it could be that job, it could be that friend. It's just simple things. It could be not eating late night. It might be some things you gotta grab, like, hey, let me grab the gym membership that I've been talking about going to. I'm an artist. Let me go to the studio and lace a new song because I've been wanting to put this mixtape together, this album together. I've been waiting to shoot this video. You're a photographer. Oh, I've been wanting to do events. Let me go and shoot a nice event for free. I've been wanting to get my OSHA. Go get the OSHA. 10, 20, 30, 40, don't matter. Go get the CDL. Go get the driver lessons. Go and get something that's for you. Go back to school. Finish school. Make the honor roll this time. Employee of the month. Go for that promotion. There's a lot of things out here to be gotten. And it's your time to go get it. But you gotta have that go-getter attitude. And the only way to do that is to leave your comfort zone. I'm in New York. If you gotta go to LaGuardia tonight, book that flight. JFK, you wanna fly out the country, go and do that. You be in Cali, come to the East Coast. You here, go to the West Coast, go down south. You've been talking about going to Charlotte, go see what Charlotte got to offer you. Wanna go to the A, go to the A. Hey, I'm not against none of that. All I'm saying is stay motivated, stay driven, and make things happen. I'm coming to save you. You're going to have to make the globe shake on your own. It's a snow globe. You shake it up, yeah. You could do this. But comfort, no, that's going to kill you. It's going to keep you stagnant, stuck. And you don't want to be mediocre. You don't want to be average. But you know what you want for yourself. And that's something that's worthy of chasing. Right? Oh, you chase, you don't catch. But you got to control what you chase. You think a receiver is chasing the ball? No, it's running its route. Perfect timing, perfect catch, right? The quarterback got to let it go at the right time for the receiver to catch it. And if they're a little late, pick six, drop, overthrown. I can go on and on with the analogies, but what I'm saying to you is timing is everything. And if this video reached you, your time is right now, not yesterday, not yesterweek, not yesteryear, right now. Bong out right now. Let's make it happen. No more survivor's remorse. Everyone can't go to the next level. We've heard this. You're hearing it now. Let them go. The dead weight, let it go. Snatch your energy back. Elevate yourself. Inspire your crew. Put together a team that believes in the mission. Do what's aligned with you, with your morals, your values, your purpose in life. And you won't be disappointed. That's why I'm here. I'm here to inspire you. Keep you going. I watch other people's videos, they keep me going. It's a collective. We all striving for greatness. And all you gotta do is take one step at a time. See, they used to say, yo, I'm living one day at a time. I'm living one moment at a time. If I'm having a great moment, then I want to transfer that energy to another great moment, and then another great moment, and then another and another and another, and then the momentum just picks up. That's how it works. It's about momentum. Let it carry you through. It'll pick up. If it's not good, it'll get better. But you got to keep pushing forward. We're not taking no for an answer. Now when it comes to our goals, our dreams, I want to turn my dreams into real life just so I can see what living one actually feels like. Bars. That's bars right there. And if it went over your head, watch the video again. It's Life Chronicles. I appreciate everybody who support me, watch my videos. And yeah, I don't drop every day. But when I'm inspired, I'm jumping on that camera. I'm going to get a better camera. But ain't nothing better than reaching out to the people then and making sure that the word is out. We got each other. We got to elevate. Keep going. I'm rooting for you. I don't even know you from a hole in the wall. I'm rooting for you. I appreciate all my subscribers. Thanks for staying subscribed. Like, share with a friend. They might really need to hear this word tonight. Add it to a playlist. And I'm a big fan of Les Brown. He always say, you gotta stay hungry. Right? You gotta stay hungry. Right? How much humble pie you gonna eat before you start going for yours? The humble pie ran out. There's no more pie. And if you mathematically inclined, you know pie is infinite. And it's infinite in possibilities out there for you. Go for yours. I'm going for mine. And I'm doing this for us. Thanks for tapping in. And as always, peace.